Hello people, welcome back. This session we are going to learn about how to plot and interpret the NP chart. So NP chart we plot when you are looking for the defective, which means option is binary, either the product is useful or not useful. The product is meeting the requirement or not meeting the requirement, or answer is yes or no when it's a binary answer. And sample size you are picking up the constant. Suppose let's say you are doing 10 product testing every day. Out of the 10 product, how many are defective and how many are non-defective? That proportion or the count, that basically the count of those out of total sample size you want to plot, then you will be plotting the NP chart. So you have that sample size, which is constant, and how many are the defective. Let's say you are doing the sum of the audit, and during the audit, you find that some of the products are not useful, which is defective. And being a constant sample size, let's say you do the 20 audit every day. And out of this, maybe number of defectives, sometime 1, sometime 5 you are observing. Please remember one thing, your total defective in any condition cannot be greater than the sample size, because we know defective means one product can be only one time defective. Any product cannot be more than one time defective. So if you have the total 20 sample size, that means maximum defective can be only 20, not more than 20, right? So it will be plotting the count of defective out of your total sample size, which is the constant in the NP chart. I just copy this data, take it to the mini tab and plot, paste it. So this is your attribute defective data, and these are the sample size constant. You can mention as a 20 in the mini tab, or you can just select the column where the sample size is there. So we'll go to the stat, we'll go to the control chart, attribute chart, and here we select the NP chart. Click on this. Variable is your defectives. Sample size, either you can mention as a 20, or maybe you can select what sample size you are using here. Then go to the NP chart option, test, and perform all the tests for special cause. So test number 1, if you have any one data point which is greater than k standard deviation from the center line, value of k is 3, which means in case any one data point is going outside the 3 standard deviation of the average line, then the rule number 1 will fail. There is a special cause of variation. Rule number 2, if continuously there are 9 data points, they are on the same side of the center line, either they are the below the average defective or above the average defective, then we'll be using the rule number 2 to interpret this, and this is a violation of the rule number 2 in case you find any. Rule number 3, if you have 6 data points, they are either increasing or decreasing order, which means the count of defective is continuously increasing or decreasing. For the continuously 6 data point, then the rule number 3 will fail. Rule number 4, if you have 14 data point in a row and they are making alternating up and down, then the rule number 4 will fail. It's a special cause. Now just click on OK. Click on OK. And here are the answers. So my average defective out of this is 2.6. And minimum values is coming up to 0. Upper side is 7.12. This is what the count of defective out of a 20 sample size which we have picked up. Please remember one important thing. Your control limit must be less than the specification limit. Suppose you are taking the 20 samples in a day for the audit. So how many maximum defective you can tolerate? Suppose if answer is 5 is your limit, and your control limit is going 7.12, which means control limit is higher than the specification limit. In this case, your process maybe you can see here in a statistical control, but actually process is out of your practical control, which you need to must investigate, reduce the variability here or reduce the defective, so that your statistical control limit should be less than your practical limit, which is your specification. Like as it should not be more than 5. That's how we interpret and take the action. Thank you so much, people, and I'll see you in the next session.